How are you, Dick?
Hey, Rich.
How are you?
I'm doing good, buddy. You know, it's just time of the year now. Go down and have a little fun and have a little excitement after the chaos a little bit on Selection Sunday. Just unbelievable. Some of the selections just blow my mind.
I know you were really red hot, Dick. What do you still might be red hot about some of these selections? Which one still sticks at you?
I was talking to another coach here today, and what really troubles me, I feel so bad, for example, for the kids at Oklahoma State, Rich. I really do. I just cannot fathom the logic that they utilized if they were going to be honest and fair with those kids. Now, if you're going to put Oklahoma, I have nothing against Lon Kruger. I think he's a terrific coach, terrific guy. I have nothing against Oklahoma. I love Joe Castiglione, their AD. But seriously, let me ask you, you've been around the game a lot. If I beat you twice, and I beat the number one team in our conference twice, and I beat West Virginia, one of the better teams in our conference, on the road, I beat Florida State, who's in the tournament. You lose 11 out of 15 games. I beat you head-to-head. How do you get in over me? I know how to get in. Trey Young brings a lot of TV value, et cetera. But is that fair? How do you think those kids felt sitting in that locker room waiting for the announcement? They see Oklahoma's name. They probably rejoice. They said, wow, they're in. We're going to be in. That troubles me. These guys on the committee are really good people, basically, that wouldn't get where they're at. I don't know how to make that decision.
Well, perhaps part of their decision was because Oklahoma State was named in whatever's going on in the federal court system right now, Dick.
I don't think so, Rich. I don't think that played a part. I really don't, because you have other situations there as well where it's played a big part. Coaches have been arrested. Coaches have been indicted. I don't really believe that. I don't at all.
Well, I mean, then what else could it be? Because USC made the Pac-12 final, and then they're watching two Pac-12 teams playing a play-in game tonight, right? And Oklahoma's not even a play-in, by the way. They got the 10 seed, which is not to get you all more fired up, but these are all head scratchers to me too, Dick.
Yeah, Rich, you know what's happened too. The tournament's supposed to be a reward for greatness. It's supposed to be a reward for having a great, great year. What's happened now to get all these statistics, quadrant ones? I mean, I got fire hydrants. I mean, give me a break. Quadrant ones, and they rate. Who do you play? 1 to 75, you get more credit. Well, who does that favor? Let's be real here. That favors all the elite schools. It favors the elite conferences. Teams like St. Mary's and Middle Tennessee State, they don't get that chance. But what makes the tournament, what has made the tournament, is watching the Davids play the Goliaths. St. Mary's, California, 28-5, sitting home and watching teams that go 10-8 in their conferences get in. That just disturbs me and bothers me so much.
Well, what could be done about it, Dick? If you could wave a wand, what could you do?
About it, because it's all about, the big guys always get taken care of. Even if nobody points this out, okay? Let me point this out to you. Rich Eisen is a terrific player. I'm going to let you dream, man. You're a McDonald's High School All-American. You're a superstar.
Yes.
I'm at Rutgers University, which I was years ago, and I want to recruit you. I get 3 visits to recruit you, basically, on the rules that exist today. You get 3 shots, basically, in terms of coming to your home and talking to you. There's no way in the world I could excite you with 3. Now, you think maybe if Duke walked in your house, you're excited by one time, or North Carolina? Of course. So what are the rules? When I coached, it was you had to go as many times as you want. And I was able to get, at that time, Phil Sellers was the number 1 player in the country, and he led Rutgers to an undefeated season and a Final Four. But you can't do that anymore. So all the rules favor the elite keep getting better and better and better.
I don't know what the answer is to that, Dick, right? I mean, it would have to be blowing this thing up somehow, and that's what maybe the feds are attempting to do. I don't want to go too deep in the wormhole here, but, I mean, you're right. To have some of these teams to sit at home makes no sense. I'd rather watch a Cinderella hit than watch an 8-loss conference team go in and try and advance one round, to be honest with you.
Hey, Rich, you think like I do. An 8-loss conference team would not be bad. We got teams there with 10 losses. We got teams in the tournament with 14 losses during the year, and teams that are home 28-5 and 26-7. And you're right. I would rather see a Middle Tennessee State hook up against a Michigan State like we saw a couple years ago, and they upset them and beat them. I mean, It's unreal. It's not fair. I was there. I know what it's like. I coached the University of Detroit. We were 25 and I believe 3 my last year. They had to take us in a tournament. But the bottom line is try to get people to play it. We beat your school, Michigan, my first year when I had Campy Russell, Johnny Orr. We beat them. They were on the schedule when I got the job. You think I could get them back on the schedule again? Forget about it. I don't know how many letters I wrote Coach Orr and I'm begging them to play us. You can't get them. I mean, it's unreal.
The Rich Eisen Show, weekdays at noon Eastern on Audience.